And well, hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV, the channel that you're watching right here, right now. And we're gonna go and continue with Leebokgu against Rabbit, part number 2, because that is why you've come here, to see what is gonna happen next. In the previous video, these two players had a pretty intense, but very intelligent 1 versus 1 showdown, where Leebokgu got himself his first win of the set. So let's get the score up there on the top. He's here on the Protoss. I've got a cute little thing there. He's on the Protoss. So let's... the animation is not fully playing. It stops playing. Something is wrong there with the animation. Something is wrong there with the image. Rabbit here on the Terran, and that image also stops playing. Now that is something I've got to start fixing, because what's supposed to happen is that this image right there plays the entire sequence like this. Just like that one. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So now that we've got that all fixed and in order, Rabbit here starts off with the barracks first on the 12 o'clock spawn location on the Magenta Terran. And a supply depot in his choke, something he likes to do. He likes to start the game off with building a wall to keep the enemy out. Leebokgu here starts off with an equally interesting build order. Goes for a forge first at the choke, pylon in the choke as well. This highly unusual. This is highly unusual. Goes for a gateway in the choke as well, and then a cannon in the choke. So I've never ever seen Leebokgu do this build order. Really, I've got no idea what he wants to do. I've got no idea what he wants to do. There's no gas coming up in the back yet either. It should be coming up right about now. This might be... Let me just check the game speed. Game speed is normal. Game speed is normal. Okay. Something just looked a little bit weird in my opinion. Maybe my brain is just working very slowly and things are just looking so damn fast. The movement of that probe there looked really, really quick. Anyway, he started with a very weird build order. Very weird to me. Pylon, Forge, Gateway, Cannon, Gas, Nexus, Cyber Core. Everything is all jumbled up in a different order. Is this gonna work against Rabbit? That's the big question. Is this gonna work? Rabbit started off with... Oh, Rabbit's got some big plans. He's going for a rush. He's pulling a lot of SCVs. He's got 2 there in the front. And 3 more... 8 SCVs in total being pulled along with 4 Marines to kill that cannon in the choke. This is how you punish this build order that Leebokgu is trying to do. 8 SCVs going for the attack, getting right on top of the cannon. 2 probes are in the front. Those 2 probes are not gonna do anything at all in trying to keep this choke alive. 2 Marines that go down, but 2 more Marines are on the way. We have a Academy on the way there and back at Rabbit's home. He's also finally mining some gas. And he really wants to kill the pylon in the front to make sure no more Zealots spawn, but the Zealot spawns just in time. Now cannons are on the way, all the way in the back. Rabbit arrives on location. He's got a couple of SCVs still on the minerals. Cannon there finishes up just in time because he wanted to kill the pylon in the choke first. And killing the pylon in the choke first means the cannon in the back finishes up. He gets on top of the cannon. Marines are going down. Probes are assisting quite a bit. Cannon it goes down. It goes down. Now cannon number 2 there, warping in, very close. Gets 1 shot off and he returns back home. Ooh, that didn't quite turn out as he wanted it to, but at least these structures in the front are not powered. So he's gonna take them down. Rabbit comes out swinging. He put on the... I don't know how you call them again. Like those things you put on your wrists, on your fists, on your knuckles. Like those iron knuckles. That's what they call them, iron knuckles. He came swinging with iron knuckles and tried to punch Leebokgu straight in the face, get into a beatdown, and win the game with an early game rush. And it almost worked. But the question becomes, should he have killed the pylon in the choke or should he have gone right for the back and stopped the cannons? Would he have won the game doing that? Or would he not have been in a situation right now where he can kill the technology there in the front? Although a Dark Templar is on the way. A Dark Templar is on the way. We have to be on our toes right now. A Dark Templar being on the way might change the game. We've got no engineering bay there on the scene. The Dark Templar might just go for the counterattack and kill Rabbit. Probes are being pulled to keep those Marines away. Rabbit has not yet seen the Templar's archive. He hasn't seen it yet. He hasn't seen it yet. Probes are getting taken down. Probes are running away. Dark Templar coming from the top side there. Dark Templar getting on top of the Marines. More Marines are coming from the front, but they're walking into the cannons. And the Marines do get taken down by the Dark Templar. And now Rabbit knows he's got to build an engineering bay really, really quick. Because that Dark Templar is going to be on the way straight to his base. And now it's a race against the clock. Can the Dark Templar kill Rabbit before he gets in trouble? He builds a pylon in that choke point, trying to stop a wall from being built. Engineering bay is about halfway done. A couple more seconds required. Dark Templar arriving on the scene. SCV there still alive, took some damage from the probe. Gonna kill the SCV. Another SCV arrives just in time. Rabbit is playing out of his mind, but so is Leebokgu. Leebokgu tries to break through, but he's having some trouble. He's trying to break through, but having some trouble by miscontrolling his unit. Engineering bay there in the back is finished up. Turrets are now being built. He might just have ran out of time, although the Marines are only 3 in number, and there's 3 Dark Templars. Those 3 Dark Templars are definitely 100% way stronger than those Marines that repair on the depot. Not enough. Gets into the base. Wall is open. One Marine in the front gets taken down. He's trying to run away, but getting blocked by his own units. We've got turrets finished up. Vulture on the scene. Dark Templars run away, although I think the Dark Templars could win that fight. I think they could have won the fight. But he can still supply block Rabbit by going for the supply depots. But if he goes for the supply depots, it means he can no longer attack the backside, where he can potentially do some disastrous damage to Rabbit. Stims his Marines into the Dark Templars. Dark Templars run away, all still alive. Getting a machine shop there in the back for mines, I assume. More Dark Templars arriving in the front, killing those 2 supply depots. He's no longer supply block though if those 2 go down, because he just finished another command center. Now he's going for the turrets there in the back. 1 turret there on the side getting taken down. Dark Templars, 1 Dark Templar goes down. 2 are still alive. Vulture gets taken down. We got Zealot speed on the way there for Leebokgu, and he's building level 1 attack and getting more gateways, getting more Zealots as well. Because Medic finished up there for Rabbit, but he forgot to change his rally points. Dark Templars coming from both sides. It takes down another turret. Factory also almost taken down, forced to lift it up. Turret there all the way. Now the Academy there being taken down on the right side. He's attacking from both directions. Now going for the backside there. Going for those SCVs there on the gas. Rabbit is in a lot of trouble, and Leebokgu is playing this one very, very well. This is great multitasking, great control, while also spending his money. Finds a turret there on the top right. Takes it down. That his entire top right corner is in danger. Goes for the comsat station. Comsat station is in a lot of danger. Gets a scan up there on the Dark Templar, but the Dark Templar gets taken down. Now turrets in the front getting taken down. Marines are going from top to bottom, right to left. They're running in circles around the base because Leebokgu is giving him the run around the daisy. He's doing an amazing job here of putting the pressure to Rabbit. He's paying Rabbit back in kind for that early aggression, for that early rush. He's making him pay with blood. A lot of blood. And the rally point there to the choke still has not been changed. 55 supply against 90. Rabbit is trying his best to hold on. And Leebokgu is not even caring about his Sim City. He's just building pylons and gateways to try and outproduce the Rabbit. He's got a high Templar there finished up. Templar Storm almost finished as well. Zealot Speed is finished. Level 1 attack will soon be finished as well. Dark Templars are now at the moment hiding in the corners. They can no longer harass and attack. But they've done their job. They've slowed down Rabbit quite a lot, killed a lot of turrets, forced Rabbit to spend money where he didn't want to spend it, forced him to play... Oh, what? What? The High Templar there, by mistake, gets sent in way too early by a bad rally point, but mass Zealots coming in from the choke point, getting us around. Dark Templars going in at the same time as well, getting on top of everything. Marines are stemming forward, trying to kill those Zealots. Level 1 attack has not yet finished up. The Dark Templars are in the back. Everything is getting killed really, really quick. Those Zealots are just way too damn strong. And Rabbit calls GG, loses game number 2 as well, and that is a victory for Leebokgu with a very well played counter attack. After Rabbit overextended a little bit too much and maybe made the wrong choice in the moment. In that rush where he broke the choke, he wanted to kill the pylon no matter the cost, but then could no longer get on top of the cannons here in the back. He made a choice, and the choice turned out to be the wrong one. But that was a close match. That was StarCraft at its best. high tension, choices, decisions, everything you want in a match. We saw it right there. It was a short match. It was a short match. But oh boy, those are the matches that make my blood pump harder and harder, faster and faster. My heartbeat going at 220 miles an hour. Okay, game number 3. Leebokgu against Rabbit. And they're changing from Terran Protoss to Protoss versus Protoss. Back to the ancient and the proven most balanced matchup in all of the world. The manliest as well. If you ask them, this is the manliest. No unfair advantages based on race. Just pure, fair, equal footing. The same race. With some rules. We got Rabbit here on the Protoss. I'm not going to do the Protoss images again for both players because they're both playing the same race. Rabbit here on the green Protoss. Yang, Shigi, Sun Yun. And we have Leebokgu here on the 12 o'clock spawn location. What are these two players going to do? What do they have in mind? What are they planning to serve their opponent? And can their opponent digest it? That's the big question. Can they digest whatever their opponents are cooking? Because I smell something. I smell something. Because Rabbit is out for revenge. He wants to do Leebokgu quite a bit of harm. Wants to pay him back in kind for losing those first 2 games. Actually, I messed up on the scoring there on the top. It's supposed to be 2 wins for Leebokgu, not 1 win for both. So let me just fix it there on the top. 0-2 advantage for Leebokgu. He starts off with a Nexus first. Rabbit with double gateway in his choke. He's gonna rush. He's gonna rush and gamble and pray to the gods above that Leebokgu went for a Nexus first, which he in fact did. He went for a Nexus first. Gateway's almost finished up. Forge is almost finished up as well though, and there's a pretty realistic chance that the cannons will finish up before Rabbit arrives with his zealots. And he turns. Did he see him? Did he? Yes. I think he saw him. Right there, did he see that? I'm not sure if he saw him, but he turns around with his probe, so I do think he saw it. Otherwise, he would never, ever pull that probe back home. So cannon is on the way because the forge is finished up, zealots are almost finished up as well, and they're already marching across the map. But they won't arrive on time, and I think Rabbit knows. I think Rabbit knows that they won't arrive on time, but Rabbit also doesn't know what Leebokgu has, because he only saw a tiny little glimmer of that pylon of the gateway warping in. He only saw a small, tiny little bit. So Leebokgu should be able to defend himself against the Zealots. The Zealots do get up the cannon there though. Cannon under attack, trying to get it as low as he can. Trying to kill it. Will he kill it? Yes, it goes down. Now going for cannon number 2. Zealot has very little bit of HP left. Does as much damage as he can. As more Zealots are walking across, and they will stop that cannon from finishing up. It took a little bit of damage already. 4 Zealots on the scene. 1 Zealot there survived from that first wave. Getting on top of the cannon. Cannon gets taken down. Got a Cybercore on the way for both players. Gas on the way for Rabbit as well. Taking down the remaining cannons. Got 1 more cannon warping up there in the side. But now we've got 4 Zealots in the base, walking in circles, trying to kill probes. They haven't killed probes yet, but they've done a lot of damage. Killed 2 cannons, prevented 1 from warping in. So that's a lot of damage that Leebokgu would rather not have taken. He's also getting disrupted with his income and with his probe production. So now we've got 5 Zealots against 3 Zealots and a couple of probes and 2 cannons they're warping in. Rabbit has the upper hand, but for how long will he keep the upper hand in his hands? For how long will he stay in the lead? He's floating a lot of minerals here though, because he's making Dragoons with Dragoon range. Dragoon range though, not yet on the way. It is now. Queued it up exactly as I went to check. Leebokgu built a shield battery to defend himself. That's a building we don't often see in PvP, but we're seeing it right here. Most of the time it's kind of just used for carriers, but here we see a shield battery to keep the defense alive. Dragoons are arriving on the scene, ready to start the micro battle. ready to start the micro battle. Rabbit has a supply lead of about 7, exactly 7. Cannons are being warped in. Zealots are going for the attack, trying to get behind on those Dragoons, but Dragoons are getting microed without mistake by a Rabbit. He's not gonna let this slip by. Probe there in the base, doing some scouting. Nexus on the way there for Rabbit. Got a couple more Dragoons on the way, arriving on the scene to join the fray and to make Rabbit's day, because they are prepared to slay the Leebokgu. The Leebokgu now is building a lot of gateways. He wants to catch up with his army size. He doesn't want to stay behind. So Citadel of Adun is his choice of action. He's going to get Zealot speed and just a lot of Zealots, and of course also a Templars archive for some Dark Templars. That is his plan to try and stay alive. We have a robo on the way there from Rabbit because he saw the Templar archive warping in. He now knows he needs an observer to kill the Dark Templars or lose his Dragoons or get forced back home. The fight is raging. Zealots keep spawning and joining. Dragoons keep pushing those Zealots back to their safety of those cannons, but gateways are not safe. Gateways are unprotected. Against these Dragoons, the gateways don't really have much to protect them. Templar's Archive there finished up. Dark Templar should be queued up any time now. 2 Dark Templars on the way. Zealots flanked from the side, Dragoons stepping backwards. Rabbit has such a commanding lead this game. They got about the same worker count though, but the army supply is 24 different and gateways are under siege. We have no observatory on the way. Okay, there's the observatory. Every single time I'm questioning whether Rabbit is getting the right structures, he starts the structure at that exact moment. He's going to try to kill the remaining gateways before Dark Templar spawn, but one Dark Templar is out on the map and is attacking the Dragoons. We have the observatory almost finished up, so observers should soon be on the way after the shuttle finishes up. He's trying to finish off all the gateways before he retreats, but he's losing some Dragoons in the process. He just wants to kill as many as he can. But there's so many gateways on the way. He's building 10 or so gateways all at once. Whereas Rabbit only has 5 gateways at the moment. Observer though should change the fate of the game. We got a support bay on the way there for Rabbit as well. But once the Observer arrives, he should be having an easy time pushing Leebokgu back to where he came from. Back to where he came from. Yeah, Leebokgu is just spending everything he has. He's just spending everything he has, and he's going to go for the most simple approach possible in the world of StarCraft. That is just mass gateway units, just Zealots non-stop all over the place, with a couple of High Templars, it appears. There's a High Templar in the mix as well, getting Storm. But he's not going to go for very advanced technology or advanced strategies. He's going to keep it simple, because he has to just have a bigger army than Rabbit. But Rabbit now with about 24 Dragoons marching across the map with Observer in the air to detect those Dark Templars. He's arriving on the scene. Zealots are split about. They're on the side. He's got, I think, about 12 or so gateways. Yeah, that's actually 12 gateways. 12 gateways on the map. Can those 12 gateways catch up with Rabbit's commanding army lead? He's got more workers as well. Storm's Great Storm kills the Observer. Absolute disaster. Now that one Dark Templar can kill as many Dragoons as it wants to, another Observer has to come from across the map. There it is. It's flying across. Will soon arrive on location. Zealot speed is finished up. Zealots are rushing in for the attack. Ooh, there's a lot of Zealots. And we got some Dark Templars there as well. Observer arrives on the scene. Rabbit is microing backwards, trying to kill those Zealots before they kill the Dragoons. And it turns out, Rabbit's Dragoons are perfectly fine. Leebokgu did not have enough Zealots. The Observer, though, is a little bit off on the side, so the Dark Templar is still killing a lot of them Dragoons. How many kills does it have? 2. It's a new Dragoon. The other one got killed just earlier. But Rabbit's still in the lead. 50 supply difference. Excuse me. 56 supply difference. The difference is humongous. Humongous. And now we got more gateways for Rabbit as well. Reaver is crawling across the map very, very slowly without the support of a shuttle. He forgot his shuttle back at home, so it's just the Reaver crawling across. Rabbit is playing this one brilliantly. Zealots, though, they do look pretty strong, pushing those Dragoons backwards time and time again, buying Leebokgu a little bit of time. He has level 1 attack finished up, and Leebokgu does not. But he will very soon. And Leebokgu calls GG. He knows it's over. He just fell behind too far. Rabbit gambled, and Rabbit won with the gamble. Really beautifully played. So now we're going to game number 4. Now we're going to game number 4. That's going to be yet again a Protoss against Protoss. But so far, both these players have been pushing the other to their physical, literal limits. They've been trying to get everything out of themselves that they can to try and beat their rival. Because these two players are... I picked the same replay. My bad. I picked the same replay. My bad. My bad. Just let me... This almost never happens. But when it does, it's kind of awkward. So let me just select replay number 4 instead of number 3. We are returning to Protoss against Protoss, though. We are returning to Protoss against Protoss. Let's get right into it. Game number 4. Rabbit against Leebokgu. Rabbit is out for revenge for losing those first 2 games, and he already had half of his revenge. But can he make this a complete and full revenge and get himself another win against Leebokgu, who's here on the dark blue Protoss? Let's make it light blue. And Rabbit there on the red Protoss, on the 7 o'clock spawn location, the bottom left of the map, against the middle right, the 3 o'clock spawn location there for Leebokgu. So Leebokgu last time around got caught off guard by going double Nexus Forge, and Rabbit punished him for it by gambling for a 3 gateway, not quite a mid gate, but a 3 gateway in his choke build order, something that pretty much only Rabbit ever does. I don't really see anyone but Rabbit do it. Although, if my memory serves me right, Scan started doing that same thing as well. 3 gateways in his choke. Scan has been doing that as well, although Scan pretty much never plays fastest. Like maybe once a year he plays fastest for a couple of days. So yeah, maybe once a day, maybe once a year for a couple of days. So Rabbit here, Nexus, Gateway, Leebokgu, Nexus, Gateway. Both players this time around have the same thing on their minds. So we're not going to be seeing any early shenanigans, early harassment. This is going to be one of those more orthodox standard PvPs where both players go for economy and advanced technology. And it does look like Leebokgu is not going for an early forge, but going to go for a triple gateway. So we've got the first difference between both players. Their build orders actually make that 4 gateways. Leebokgu wants to hit early. Even though I said we were probably going to see advanced technology from both players, Leebokgu in fact wants to go for the gateway mass early pressure. He wants to outmuscle Rabbit in the early game and the mid game. Whereas Rabbit wants to kind of win the game with advanced technology because we got Cybercore on the way, Forge finished up, Nexus finished up. Only 1 gas there though, not 2. Most of the time we see 2 gas, he went for 1. So he definitely is up to something. There's gas number 2. Both players have not yet found each other. Probes are running in circles around the map, just peeking about on those corners, on those spawns. Is my nemesis here? Is he here? Where is he? Tell me. And there he is. He finds him. He finds him on this bottom left corner, and Rabbit at the same time finds Leebokgu. Zealot walks right through. Leebokgu caught slipping. Can he still intercept that Zealot with his own Zealots? Now that one is going to kill... Ooh, perfect move. Now moving to the other side all the way around. Cannot get on top of the probes, but Zealot number 2 there on the way. And that one is gonna get intercepted as well. It doesn't get a single hit off on the probes, but the one from the top side there, though, does get on top. Probes run away, and that is the first advantage gained this game by Rabbit over Leebokgu. finally gets 1 or 2 probe kills as well. Armor's out there, come on the left. Starts hitting the probes. Probes do survive, but they lost 2 in total already. 2 in total already dead and gone. Armor's out there arrives, kills number 3. But is it worth it though? Is it worth it to lose 4 zealots to kill 3 probes? Was it worth it? Does Rabbit have enough army to keep up with Leebokgu? Citadel on the way, Templars Archive on the way as well, Zealot speed and level 1 attack. So whether earlier I said, will it be enough? Did Rabbit do enough? Will he have enough army? Oh wait. Oh, Zealot spawning just in time, but has 2 Zealots against 3, and a lot of probes are in the back line ready to be killed. Rabbit has 4 workers more than Leebokgu. Dark Templars are on the way. Rabbit is getting an robotics facility and probably an observatory to make observers to kill the Dark Templars. A lot of Zealots are coming across the map. Dark Templars are almost out. Rabbit is trying to block the access points onto the back cannon. I lost connection to Battle.net as well. Oh, wow. Wow. Great pylon. That pylon was perfectly timed. Completely blocks Leebokgu from ever getting on top of those cannons in the back. Now Dark Templars are on the counterattack. So even though this match, I said both players would probably go for late technology, go for the late game, we're seeing a lot of action already happening this early into the match. A lot of good micro, specifically from Rabbit. Rabbit, who is not known for his micro, is playing this game with a lot of oversight and control. Better control than Leebokgu, in my opinion. That's rare, because usually I would give the control between these 2 players, the micro skills between these 2, I would give it to Leebokgu, but Rabbit is kind of playing above and beyond. Oh, tries to get on top of that support bay, but observer in the air, cannons on the scene. The Templars are gonna get killed. And they have to run away. Leebokgu now has a supply lead. He's got 6 lead, but a 4 worker deficit. We got 8 more gateways on the way from Rabbit to try and catch up with his army. That's a lot of army there for Leebokgu. He's got 8 gateways in total. Rabbit has 6 plus 4, that's 10, and then he will have 4 more for 14. Goes in for the attack, tries to run right past. Tries to do something. He's rope hunting, he's dragoon hunting. He tried to make a move. Sometimes you just gotta try to make a move. Like this. Doesn't always work. Like this time. It didn't really work out as you wanted to. But sometimes you gotta take a risk when you can afford to throw away a couple of Zealots. And the Zealots do make their way out of there and they go right back in. He's gonna scout the entire base and see what Leebokgu is up to. See what he's up to. See what he's doing. See what he has. See what he has to prepare for. Because by doing this information gathering, not only is Rabbit gathering information, he's also keeping Leebokgu occupied. 6 more gateways on the way, so 16 in total will be on the map very soon. Rabbit is covering his defensive positions. He's getting vision over the map against shuttle drops. He's getting dragoons on the pathways the shuttles can take to fly into the base. So now we only have to get vision on his top side of the map, and he will have complete control against drops. It will force Leebokgu to kill those turrets on the sides, which is going to take time as well. But both players are pretty much on equal footing. We have a huge block of gateways being built on the top side. A huge block of gateways. Got some dragoons there on the pathways for the shuttles to fly in over. Both players are preparing a drop. We have High Templars there on the middle, so it's going to be a High Templar drop there for Rabbit, and a Reaver drop there for Leebokgu. Leebokgu is also getting another Reaver, getting a Templar's Archive, getting level 1 attack, and getting Zealot speed. And I think the level 1 attack and Zealot speed have already finished up there for Rabbit, so Rabbit has the upgrade advantage, and an upgrade advantage is pretty damn useful. Oh wait, both players have level 1 attack. Level 1 attack just finished up for Leebokgu just in time, but he's behind by 40 supply, but will soon catch up for sure. Will soon catch up for sure. Got 72 probes for Rabbit, 63 for Leebokgu. Rabbit could have gone in for the attack there, but he would have walked right into a surround. And now Leebokgu is entering the middle, trying to go for somewhat of a surround, trying to dodge that storm. Rabbit is trying to keep in away for now. Dragoons are flanking. Leebokgu is forced to retreat. Because walking through a choke point into a wide open area is always hard to do, because the opponent can sit in an arc around that choke point and attack with everything at once, while you, trying to break through the choke point, you're gonna have to fight single file. You're gonna have to fight with less than you would want to. Kind of like the film 300, where they use a small choke point to fight against a way superior army. The Dragoons in a... Oh, the arc here from Rabbit is absolutely disgusting. Leebokgu is suiciding his own army into this beautiful arc. Beautiful arc. Dark Templars in the mix for Leebokgu are changing the course of the game. Observer on the scene there from Leebokgu. The Dark Templar Rabbit has won't make much of a difference. In the end, Rabbit winds up with a supply deficit compared to Leebokgu, although he's catching up because he's got so many gateways there for production. Observer arrives on the scene. Observer might get sniped because the observers are spotting each other out. Both observers stay alive for now, but one observer from Rabbit might go down. It goes down, got sniped. Has another one there in the base. Now Leebokgu arrives on location. His army is superior. He's got 20, well, no longer 20. With so much production, supply differences are very quickly made up for. Observer got killed. Both players no longer have observers on the scene. Dark Templars are absolutely destroying the Dragoons. Absolutely destroying those Dragoons. Those 3 Dark Templars are absolutely destroying it. Leebokgu sends in more units. Dragoons keep spawning and spawning and spawning non-stop. We really need an observer. Rabbit, get the observer right now. Those Dragoons, let me pause it real quick. Those Dragoons, those Dark Templars, 5, 6. They have 16 combined kills. And they're getting more and more. Those Dark Templars are winning the game. Although, Rabbit just got dropped. I gotta rewind that at some point. Rabbit just got dropped down to 41 workers. Can he keep up the production? Can he stay in the lead? Observer, please arrive on the scene. Dark Templars are absolutely destroying his economy. We got a drop there on the side, waiting to go in. Dragoons are leaving the bottom corner. He goes right in. One Dragoon on the scene starts shooting. Shuttle arriving, getting closer and closer. Does he have Reavers inside? Probes are running away. Storms on nothing. Having no speed on the shuttle kind of allowed Rabbit to just walk away with his probes and keep them all alive. The drop could have been very bad, but it winds up not being that dangerous. This drop here, though, from Rabbit coming in hot. 2 High Templars probes running in 3 directions. And he hits about 6 of them, so that's pretty good for a drop that got dodged in 3 directions. Now, Dragoons in the front. Leebokgu calls GG. The drop did him in. The drop did a dirty number on him. So while they were fighting in Rabbit's base, Rabbit managed to land a beautiful storm drop that I missed. So let's look at it right here, right now. And I didn't go back far enough, a little bit further into the past. There it is. There is the drop. There is the drop. 1 Templar. 2 Templars. Let's play it in slow motion. Well, there's a storm. Ooh, that was a big one. 18 probes, dead and gone. Got one more storm ready to be used. Oh, I guess another group kills 7, kills 9. So we got 9 plus 18, 27 probes dead and gone. That did a really dirty number on Leebokgu. He was winning the fight inside of Rabbit's base because those Dark Templars went undetected and just kept killing and killing and killing so many Dragoons. These Dark Templars pretty much were responsible for winning this fight, and they could have won him the game if he didn't lose his probes here back at home. He did not have any protection on the sides, no vision on the sides, unlike Rabbit. Look at this, Rabbit has pylons everywhere, vision on his sides. You can see drops coming in from a mile away. Leebokgu has nothing. Nothing. So he winds up losing game number 4, which leaves me to conclude that this wasn't set 2 best of 3s. They played 2 best of 3s. Leebokgu won Protoss Terran against Protoss Terran twice, and that was best of 3 set number 1. And then Rabbit asked for a rematch, Protoss against Protoss, and he won the Protoss against Protoss quite nicely. These games were intense. These 2 players don't sit around doing nothing. They put on their boxing gloves and start punching and taking punches right from the start.